Welcome back to Beyond the Specs, the show that goes past what's on the box and gets into the meat and potatoes of cameras and film equipment. Today, we're putting into the spotlight the DZO Pictor Zoom series. Get ready to learn and explore as we dive into these lenses, from their real-world performance to the technical nitty-gritty. Let's kick things off by getting to know the DZO Pictor Zoom series, because knowing your lens is a lot like knowing your neighbor's dog's name. Oddly satisfying. The DZO Pictor Zoom series is a set of cine zoom lenses designed for filmmakers, with a wide range of options from 20 to 55, 12 to 25, 50 to 125, and 12 to 30. And right now we have the 50 to 125 and the 20 to 55 in our set. These lenses sport a standard black finish, but some of them are also available in a crispy white variation as well. Diving into the looks of the packaging, a few things immediately caught our eye. The nice hard shell Pelican style case is really nice, and it has a great interior design that shows an amazing attention to detail. DZO even goes a step further by adding its own branding saying, "Make your movie." Now, we all have a lot of varying opinions here about how we feel about Make Your Movie. Some like it because it's inspirational, some don't like it because it's not very professional. And we're gonna dive into our thoughts a little bit later. But first, let's get into the technical specs of these series of lenses. First up is the focal length range. These lenses offer more options than a buffet menu on a cheat day, with choices like the 20 to 55mm acting as a super versatile lens that can be applied in a large range of shooting scenarios, from short films and music videos to narrative and documentary style filmmaking. Next, the lenses are fast. They have a minimum f-stop of 2/8, and when you get to that wide open aperture, it does have a pretty pleasing image, even if it's not the most critically sharp. Additionally, the lens offers a great mounting system. The DZO Pictor Zoom series speaks fluent camera options like PL and EF, which will mount with most cinema cameras. When it comes to what these lenses cover, well, they cover S35, which doesn't seem like a lot, but most modern cinema cameras are still S35, and these cover that with ease. Now, let's tackle the pros and cons of the DZO Pictor Zooms. All the lenses feature a parfocal design that ensures focus and consistency between your different focal lengths. And this is really good because it simplifies things when you're going and zooming in and out of different subjects. They all feature silky smooth zoom and focus rings that are nice to touch and easy to use. In regards to durability, these lenses were built to endure more hits than your favorite football quarterback. And with its metal housing and a robust feel, this lens is a tank and built extremely sturdy while still offering dust and moisture resistance. Let's talk about the image quality of these lenses. Simply put, it's really pleasing. And while it might not be the most sharp of a lens, it does create a really beautiful and pleasing image. And we've often used it on documentary shoots that don't require that tacked sharpness when it comes to the style and look. Now to everyone's favorite topic, money. The price point on these lenses can be daunting, depending on where you're at in the filmmaking journey. With the average cost of one lens being about $2,700, it's a good deal, because other mid-range cinema zooms are about averaging at $4,000 per lens. And a pack of 3 DZO lenses averages out at $8,000. For those in the market for a set of 3 zoom lenses, that's a phenomenal deal and something I don't think we can really find. Though if you're a part-time creative, one lens at $2,700 is still a little bit hefty of a purchase. But for the quality and class of the lenses you're getting, it's not too bad of a deal. Now, for some of the cons. The list isn't that long. For the DZO Pictor Zooms, what matters is how you use them. If you want to do more product work or corporate style shooting, then this isn't going to be the best set of lenses for you based on their sharpness. The lenses fall into a trend of lenses that use the word vintage to make up for some of their shortcomings. The shortcomings in particular here are the sharpness. These lenses are not absolutely pin sharp, especially wide open, which makes them still a good lens, but not the best of lenses for situations like commercial sets. They aren't clinically sharp, and they aren't as clinically sharp as the Sigma high-speed prime set, for example, which we typically use on a lot of commercial sets, but also on our documentary sets alike. And while these lenses aren't meant for the highly stylized situation, they do still hold their own in that intentionally stylized arena that's on the opposite end of that clinical to stylized lens look continuum. Now, fair warning, as mentioned in our pros, these lenses are built strong, but with that build quality comes a bit of heft as well, with the medium weight of these lenses being 4.6 pounds, while other common zooms usually vary between 1.1 to 3.3 pounds or way beyond if you use one of the big boys. And while it might not be unbearable after a day of shooting, you can get away with missing an arm workout after. Now, I told you that we'd get back into talking about Make Your Movie. And let's talk about it for a second. On professional sets, Make Your Movie is a little bit cliche and it's a little bit unprofessional. If I'm showing up to a set that a client is paying tens upon tens of thousands of dollars for, if I come up with a case that says Make Your Movie, it doesn't really speak to my professionalism. Put it on the case because we can hide the case and we can grade the case, but putting it on the lens just feels a little bit tacky. And while we understand it from a branding perspective, we think it kind of misses the mark. Now, here at Beyond the Specs, we have used and tested these lenses in a few different scenarios. And what we found is that the best application for them is documentary style filmmaking. And it's actually one of our favorite lens sets to use for our run and gun setups. As we wrap up our lens-tastic journey with the DZO Pictor zooms, the one thing that sticks out is that these lenses are awesome and they have awesome versatility across the board. With a price tag of $2,700, it is higher for the new creative. For what's on the market, it checks all the boxes for its price. We have had a great time using these lenses and will continue to use them for our field and documentary shoots, and we recommend you to do the same. If you enjoyed the exciting exploration of lenses, show us some love by liking the video and subscribing to Beyond the Specs for more content. Until our next time, keep capturing the world through your lens. And remember, there's more to lenses than meets the specs, and more to life than meets the lens. See you in the next video.